I hold 125 shares of QDTE and 18 shares of CHPY. And you'd think QDTE would be the clear income king, right? Well, it does pay more right now, but there's a twist that flips the script. CHPY is actually crushing QDTE in total return, and I'm going to show you exactly why using real numbers from my portfolio and the Seeking Alpha app. If you're into dividend ETFs and maximizing income while tracking total returns, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. As you can see, this is my portfolio. This is on Snowball Analytics. Not paid by them, but if you're looking for a place to track your dividends, this is the best, in my opinion. There it is, QDTE. Currently, I own 125.13 shares. Currently at a cost of $31.28. It is trading at $27.97. That gives me an annual income of $17.21.79. And this is CHPY. I own 18.05 shares. I currently own it at $57.47, and it's trading at $56.50. That gives me an income of $379.77. Now, here's the kicker. If I had the same amount invested in CHPY as I do QDTE, I would be at about $1,307 annual income. So, not a big difference. But here is the twist. I'm going to show you this right now. If you go to Seeking Alpha, there's a very important metric that you can look at. It's called momentum. Momentum is a combination of your dividend yield and also share price appreciation. This is the total return for QDTE versus the S&P 500. As you can see, 1 month, it's not as down as much as the S&P 500 is. This huge dividend yield is what's helping it out. 6 months, still doing better. Actually, it's actually worse than the S&P 500. 1 year, it is right there with the S&P 500. And 5 years, QDT's only been around 2 years, so it is not completely caught up. But you can see by the lines there, it is a big difference between that and the S&P 500. And now to compare, let's go up to CHPY. I'm going to go to momentum. Now the thing is, both of these hold a lot of the same companies. The QDTE does monitor the NASDAQ 100. CHPY is basically the semiconductor ETF from YieldMax. This is the 1 month from total return versus the S&P 500. CHPY down a little bit more than the S&P 500. If you go to 6 months, it is crushing the S&P 500, and you can see that it is also crushing QDTE. 1 year, absolutely annihilating the S&P 500. And then if you go out 5 years, now CHPY's only been around a year, but it's even beating the S&P 500 total return after 5 years. So this is the combination of your share price appreciation and your dividend yield. Now I'm going to go back and compare the two of them for the dividends. If you go back to CHPY, it currently has a dividend yield of 37.78. It pays out $21.04 a year. Like I said, it's a brand new fund. It does pay weekly, just like QDTE does. Let's go back to QDTE right there. We're going to go to the dividends. And that has a bigger yield. It's almost 50%. It's 49.62. Yes, it does not pay out as much annually as CHPY does, but the share price is higher because you're practically almost to $60 a share with CHPY, where this is about $30. So it's paying out $13.89 annually, and that is also a weekly payer. That's it. The story does not end with income. Using the Seeking Alpha app, you can track the momentum and total return. While QDTE QDTE pays more today. CHPY's total return is actually significantly higher over time. That means over the long run, CHPY is compounding more wealth, even if QDTE gives a bigger paycheck now. So if your goal is both income and total return, CHPY is a serious contender. QDTE gives you higher immediate income, but CHPY could grow your wealth faster over time. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. This is for educational purposes only. Investing always involves risk, and past performance isn't a guarantee of future results. Now, I've done videos done on them on QDTE and CHPY, their own individual ones. And recently I did a comparison between QDTE and GDXY, which is the Yield Max Gold Miners ETF. If you'd like to know more, please check them out. Next up, I'll be comparing SPYI versus QQQI, those both NEOS funds that pay monthly. It's a battle of income versus growth. If you want to see that, hit subscribe and drop a comment. Let me know which ETF you want analyzed first. And thank you for watching.